Obesity is the #1 health threat for an American child born today. Remarkable. America has spent most of the past decade and billions of dollars discussing the child obesity problem, while the problem has gotten worse in many locations. It's been said that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. My research is both personal and professional. I discovered the value of an ancient food, soybean, and the incredible impact it began to have on my own health. These changes also gave me hope for others that struggle with diet-related disease, particularly the children. The consequences of excess weight carried by America's children today is producing a generation experiencing serious health problems actually before they leave high school. My research has allowed me to work with clinical dietitians, healthcare professionals, farmers, and most importantly, school children. Taste tests with school children ages 6 through 17 over the past 4 years have proven that a majority of students like whole soy foods prepared for an American palate. This leaves the rest up to us, working together to find new ways to make room on America's plate for this ancient, high-protein, nutritious food, soy. The facts are clear. A few simple changes in what we feed our children can make a difference, starting with the Child Nutrition Program. In a moment, you'll hear from clinical dietitian Mandy Smith, who has a depth of knowledge and experience that I've grown to respect. Mandy has worked extensively in both clinical and educational settings as a culinary nutrition instructor, as well as working with critically ill patients. She has also worked with and has a deep respect for child nutrition professionals. Let's be clear. Farmers, schools, and policymakers can make a difference sooner rather than later. All I ask is that you listen and consider the possibilities for a different health outcome for our kids by making whole soy available in the Child Nutrition Program. Each person listening can play a role in making this happen.
Food is life-giving. The food we eat can also make us sick, very sick. At this point in history, it's the elephant in the living room during discussions of child health in America. The foods we eat and how we prepare foods have been making Americans sick for some time now. Despite having the best healthcare system in history, our children have gotten sicker. So have adults. Why? How did this happen? How could this happen? The report, State of Obesity 2024, analyzed recent data from the CDC. In 2023, all U.S. states and territories reported an obesity prevalence greater than 20%. More than 1 in 5 adults are obese. Overall, the Midwest and South had the highest prevalence of obesity, followed by the West and the Northeast. 3 states, Arkansas, Mississippi, and West Virginia, had an obesity prevalence of 40% or greater. The bottom line, our best shot is to address the problem of obesity during childhood. Our children have followed our lead. Nationally, 1 in 3 children are overweight or obese, with the highest rates in the South. Obesity and other diet-related diseases are associated with a range of physical and mental health outcomes. Higher mortality, higher healthcare costs, productivity losses. In addition, there's a negative impact on a child's ability to learn and their mental health. As a child nutrition director or a policymaker, you have the influence to add whole soy to the plate of the children that you help feed every week. The recent pandemic showed all of us the importance of the Child Nutrition Program in feeding children across this nation during this historic health crisis. As a summer in-service instructor to child nutrition directors, I learned firsthand that people who work in the child nutrition field are amazing, hardworking, creative, and they're problem solvers. Policymakers and child nutrition directors face another historic health challenge that remains: America's child obesity epidemic. The good news: the potential to make a difference has never been greater. Public policymakers and child nutrition directors are the most powerful influencers in America today for the trajectory of child obesity going forward. In 2022, over 60% of all public school students received a free or reduced price lunch through the National School Lunch Program. This is a lot of kids that are being fed 10 meals a week at school. What's missing from their plates? Whole and minimally processed soybeans. This ancient food could be a change with the potential to make a difference. Soybean is a nutritionally dense and versatile vegetable that can be rotated through the school menu and credited across the USDA vegetable, dairy, and protein MyPlate categories. Soybeans in whole form, which include edamame, dry vegetable soybeans, soy milk, and tofu, are an inexpensive way to add a complete protein to a child's plate. It took decades for American policymakers and researchers to acknowledge the powerful link between cigarette smoking and lung cancer. The same is true today in relation to the food we eat and what we currently feed our children. Childhood obesity rates are alarming. The question is, now that the evidence is staring us in the face, how do we change? Do the math. Compare the nutritional profile of beans that you're serving to vegetable soybeans. The Good Food Institute rates soybeans as the gold standard for plant-based proteins. Soybeans are the most nutrient-dense bean available. Soybeans are a complete protein source, and they also contain fiber and healthy polyunsaturated fats. All beans are good choices, but others must be prepared with grains or greens or nuts or dairy to become a complete protein source. Soy is a complete protein source. It's a complete package. It's the gold standard for complete protein. In America, there are still a lot of myths about soybeans and soy foods. From a nutrition standpoint, population studies refute the myths. Here are the facts. People have been eating soybeans as a staple in their diets for thousands of years. Cultures that eat soybeans and minimally processed soy foods on a weekly basis have the most desirable health outcomes in the world. They always have. People who consume whole soy foods have lower rates across all diet-related diseases, including less obesity, less heart disease, less cancer, less diabetes. Why? It comes down to what soy foods bring to your plate. A lot of people talk about child obesity. We have the chance to do something about it. How do we encourage children to make healthy food choices? We start early. We make food fun. We make it taste good. We teach our school children that soy is more. Soy is a vegetable. Soy is a complete protein that supports muscle development and helps them to grow strong. In America, we have the ability to make a tangible difference in the health of our children today. What we feed our children and ourselves matter. Soybeans are growing everywhere, sometimes right next to your school, in many states across the United States. U.S. soybean farmers help to feed school children in Asia whole soybeans every week. But very few American school children have access to soybeans in their natural form. So what can you do? Put whole soybeans on the menu every week. It is easy. Add roasted soy nuts to your soy yogurt each morning as a breakfast or a snack option. Add edamame to the salad bar. Substitute dry cooked soybeans where you would use other beans, including yellow soybeans and black soybeans. Provide soy milk as a daily option for dairy. This would be particularly economical for small rural school districts due to the long shelf life of soy milk, which can be good for up to 6 months. Cook with soy milk. Due to its high, healthy, unsaturated oil content, it is a great option for reducing saturated fat and reducing cholesterol from your baked goods, your soups, and your casseroles. What do you have to lose? Saturated fat and cholesterol on your children's plates. What do you have to gain? High quality protein, iron, calcium, fiber, and an unparalleled package of nutrients for each child every week. Our kids are counting on us. Our children's current diet-related health crisis is staring us in the face. Currently, whole soy foods are not available through USDA foods. There is an easy fix, and it doesn't require sweeping policy changes. All it will require is a little effort. Working together, it can happen sooner rather than later. Making soybeans available through USDA foods would be a nutritional gift to the children we feed. In my 27-year career as a registered dietitian, I have learned to advise patients to make small changes in their eating habits. These small changes are what will make the biggest difference over the long term. Adding inexpensive, nutrient-dense foods to the child nutrition menu is important. Being able to make this one addition to the school menu is a wonderful place to start. It is possible. As child nutrition directors, you are the key player in addressing child hunger in the United States. At the same time, you're fighting against child obesity. You've got child hunger, you've got child obesity. So you're on the front lines. I know that. I admire you. Together we can make this healthy food available for America's children.